The federal government has so far been able to offset about 1 trillion naira of public debt incurred by state governments before the current administration for the construction of federal roads. The president also gave approvals for the construction of some major roads in 5 northeast states. TVC News State House correspondent Femi Akonde reports on the outcome of this week's Federal Executive Council meeting.
The Northeast Development Commission got the biggest approval and award of contracts at this week's Federal Executive Council meeting. 5 roads in the region were approved for reconstruction by President Muhammadu Buhari, and this is also in line with the mandate of the Northeast Development Commission established in 2017 to coordinate the resettlement, rehabilitation, integration, and reconstruction of infrastructure in the region. The Minister of Humanitarian Affairs says the timeline for completion of these roads is 12 months, except for Borno State, which is 24 months.
These roads are expected to stimulate economic activities, enhance security, and facilitate the freer movement of goods and people.
President Muhammadu Buhari approved the reconstruction of the Isolo to Ejigbo Road in Lagos State. The Minister of Works also said the federal government has offset about 1 trillion naira public debt incurred by state governments as interventions made previously before the life of President Buhari's administration on federal roads.
Another interesting thing to note about these reforms is that they relate to debts and obligations incurred by the previous administration before the life of this administration. So this is also part of the national debt.
There are indications that the Abuja Light Rail Service will soon begin operations. The rail, inaugurated by President Muhammadu Buhari in July 2018 and opened to passengers, has since been abandoned. But it just got approval for a contract to provide security services for the entire 45 kilometers of the track within the federal capital city.
These security services are meant to protect the key infrastructure on the rail tracks, the signaling and communication equipment, as well as the electrical system.
But the story is not entirely different on the Abuja to Kaduna rail tracks. It is still unclear when train services will resume after an attack on passengers that has disrupted rail transport in that axis. The federal government considers it insensitive to resume the operations until security and safety concerns are adequately provided. This week's Federal Executive Council meeting was the first Vice President Yemi Osinbajo will be attending after recuperating from a surgical operation at a private hospital in Lagos. Members of the federal cabinet were glad to have him back. He is now fully back on his feet and back to the work of governance as the life of this administration winds down. Femi Akonde, TVC News, Abuja.